Hey everyone, our team presents a new trustless key management service called Social Recovery DAO. As we all know, wallet security is a huge concern in the blockchain, and once you lost your private key, you lost all your funds. So that's why there's a lot of solutions coming up, and one of them is called smart contract wallets. These smart contract based wallets help UAs to perform certain actions based on their roles defined for them in the contract. But there are also issues for this kind of smart contract wallets, and although they provide a good recovery mechanisms like social recovery, there are also other issues such as lack of key management and no direct incentives. And on the other hand, with the introduction of account abstractions, we can foresee that the smart contract based wallet has a lot of potential in the future. So we need an efficient way to solve the social recovery problems. So that's why we introduced Social Recovery DAO, and it provides a decentralized incentive mechanism for key management service provider. And the user can request for the service providers from the DAO as the recovery agents for their smart contracts. And when the users want to request for the recovery for their wallets, they only need to come to the DAO and request for the service provider. So these service providers will only get paid after on-chain signature verification. And on the other hand, we use hashing as a layer of security so that service provider will never know which wallets they are supporting. Up next, we will have a video demo.
We have a smart contract based wallet called save.ens, and I have a current owner called save owner ens, which is 0xcce, and I have three family and friends member who are part of the safe ecosystem, and I have added them as recovery addresses. I have added two more addresses from the social recovery DAO service providers list, which can add additional certainty to get the signature, recovery signature when one of these are not available. So I will log in with the user account, and I will go to enroll me table. There is like registered service provider. I will choose one of them here. I will say my safe address is this, for which I want the service. This is the entry created for the service request. The service provider will log in to his account, and he will see, okay, there is a service just waiting for his action. He will say, okay, I'm ready to provide the service. And at the second, user will be able to see, okay, the service provider has had accepted his request, so he will confirm. When he confirm it is an on-chain transaction, a service provider and the wallet address mapping will be stored on chain, which will be used to recover this wallet in future. So in this guard me section, user can see what all wallet he had registered with this portal. And here you can see, okay, this is a service provider and this is the fees on which he had agreed to get the service from this service provider. And suppose in future this user lose the access of this his device, then he can log in with a new account, and you can go to the guard me section. The guard me section, definitely there will be no wallet address will be found. So we can go to this recovery with new address section, and we will provide user will provide his old address, old registered address. We can change the criteria for this in future, which can make more privacy preserving solution. And here we will find that okay, ESSafe.ans was the wallet which he had registered in the past. And then he will get the service provider address. Thus, we will request the signature on a message, a recovery message. This will create service request for the service provider. Service provider will log in to his login, and he will see there's a signature request coming on this message. Service provider will provide the signature, and the signature is stored off chain, and this user will be notified. Okay, you have received the signature. You need to pay and get fetch the signature. So user will click on this button, and this will again be on-chain interaction, where user will transfer this much of fees along with the transaction, and the DAO contract will verify if the message and the signature on the message is correct, and if everything is good, then user can retrieve the signature. So right now it is a dummy signature here. The user will be able to retrieve the actual signature which was done by the uh, service provider, and then you can use this signature along with the other signature, recovery signature, to change the owner in the smart contract based wallet. So this is the demo. There are still few things need to be done on this DAO. So if you have any question, feel free to ask. Thank you very much.